What is Islamophobia? Islamophobia is a form of racism that targets Muslims and those perceived to be Muslim. Essentially, Islamophobia is anti-Muslim racism. As an ideology, Islamophobia has existed for centuries, but the term was popularized in 1997 in a report about Islamophobia by the Runnymede Trust, a respected UK anti-racist think tank. Being racist is about insisting that there are negative and fixed differences between social groups, for example Muslims, and that every individual within that social group embodies the same negative differences. It is an essentializing point of view and is founded upon dated biological assumptions of race that science has confirmed do not actually exist. Although Muslims are a religious group rather than a racial one, Muslims have been racialized. Racialization is a process through which racist assumptions about specific ethnic and racial groups, for example Pakistanis or Arabs, are placed onto cultural practices, such as styles of dress or culinary habits, and onto groups such as Muslim communities, and vice versa. This is why Islamophobia is a form of racism. Islamophobia tends to have more impact on visibly identifiable Muslims, such as Muslim women who wear hijabs, niqabs, or head coverings, and Muslim men with beards. Other religious groups, such as Sikhs and Hindus, experience Islamophobia too, because they are racialized in a similar way to Muslims. Islamophobia can be structural and institutional, as well as personal and everyday. It operates through verbal and physical attacks, damage to property or buildings, the distribution of discriminatory literature, through demonstrations and marches, hate speech, or through personal attacks or intimidation. There are many different groups involved in promoting Islamophobia. First and very powerful is the state and the counter-terrorism strategies used by state institutions, such as the police, health services, immigration policies, and schools and universities. Then there are far-right political movements. And there is also an Islamophobia industry in which Islamophobic donors provide extensive funding to right-wing think tanks, pressure groups, and political groups who promote anti-Muslim narratives. Islamophobia is also enabled through extremist acts of violence and international political decisions which capitalize upon them, positioning all Muslims as responsible. Media coverage exacerbates this by promoting discriminatory language, images, and text, including on social media. But we can all make a stand against Islamophobia by taking a clear stand against anything we think is Islamophobic, engaging with politics and political leadership to make a stand against racism more broadly, improving public understandings of anti-racism and Islamophobia through revising educational curricula or training. And we must connect with other movements that resist discrimination so that Islamophobia is challenged alongside interconnected oppressions.